Hello everybody here, Annabelle Bateman here with you, and we're going to have a chat about the different ways that you can earn income with doTERRA. So whether you're wanting to earn enough just to cover the cost of your own oils, whether you want to supplement your income, or whether you want doTERRA to be your main gig, then I just want you to understand the different ways that you can get paid. So I've put together a bit of a PowerPoint. I'm just going to run through it. If you've got questions or you're wanting to look at earning income or supplementing your income with doTERRA at the end of it, please reach out to me or to anybody, the person that's enrolled you with doTERRA. Or if you're not with doTERRA yet and you're not working with someone else, please shoot me an email, give me a call. Love to help get you started. So let's have a go, see if this works. All right, so hopefully we're seeing, okay, so there we go. So different ways to get paid with doTERRA. The very first thing you need to know to be paid with doTERRA is you must be a wellness advocate. So if you have enrolled as a wholesale customer, you are not eligible to earn any income, including retail. So if you own a physiotherapy business or a beauty salon, or you're just wanting to on-sell your essential oils, you can only do that as a wellness advocate. If you are a wholesale customer, it's very simple to upgrade to a wellness advocate. It's just literally a click of a button. It is a good idea that you talk to the person who enrolled you before you upgrade, because there could be a much better place to put you in as a wellness advocate, and they can't do that once you've already upgraded. So please, before you click that button, talk to the person who enrolled you. But it's really as simple as a click of a button. Okay, the different ways to earn that we're going to cover are retail, fast start, power of 3, uni level, and bonuses. And just so you know, there is potential. You know, doTERRA is the world's #1 essential oil company. There's a 65% retention rate, which means that in a 12-month period, 65% of customers rebuy, and in the industry average is something like 6 to 12%. So doTERRA is a massively successful company. They're debt free, they ethically and sustainably source all their essential oils. They've got a co-impact sourcing program where they really pour back into the communities where the oils are sourced. So there's a whole lot of amazing reasons to get on board with doTERRA, but there's also great income potential. So I'm not going to go into a lot of this. I found this grid to be fairly accurate for me. Not completely accurate, but certainly fairly accurate, particularly in the time taken to get to each rank. And the monthly income certainly expected when new is fairly accurate, although I think those figures include some power of 3, which I haven't structured for power of 3. I think that's something we definitely should be looking at, and I could have improved my business income by at least $50 a month, which when you're starting out all helps, if I had 3 people on my front line on loyalty rewards. But anyway, that's another whole conversation. But there's huge potential. I personally know people at every single one of those levels, including Presidential Diamond. So, you know, it's real. But let's just cover off on the ways to earn. Now, you can earn money doing retail. So you can sell retail in your store or business, like if you've got a bricks and mortar business, at a minimum of 10% above wholesale. Recommended retail is 25% above wholesale. You can also sell retail by sharing on your doTERRA website with people and have them click the Shop Now button. So everybody who's a wellness advocate has their own doTERRA website. So mydoterra.com/ it's usually your name it will be your name unless you've gone in and changed it. Mine is /whatannabellecooks. So just keep in mind that you can't on-sell anything that you've purchased from the US warehouse. They are what's called NFR, which is not for resale. So there are some products that we can buy through the US warehouse that we don't have here in Australia, but you can't on-sell them. Retail is absolutely not recommended to be the key way that you earn income through your doTERRA business. It is not building residual income. It's more expensive for the customer, and the customer misses out on a whole range of other things like education and support, like loyalty rewards, like free product of the month, lots of things the customer misses out on. But there will be the odd customer that just wants to buy 1 or 2 products If you just want to buy a lemon and peppermint once a year, then retail is probably the better option. But otherwise, definitely you want to encourage people to purchase through a wholesale account. So this is now moving on to Fast Start. Now, Fast Start is designed for when you're kicking off your business, or you're just sharing, hosting a class, enrolling your mum or your sister or your bestie. Fast Start's there as some added incentive and for regular weekly income if you're sharing on a regular basis. So in order to get paid Fast Start, you must have a 100-point loyalty rewards order set up in your cart at all times to receive Fast Start. You don't want to miss out, because it is paid weekly. You don't want to miss out by not having your LRP cart set up with 100 in it all the time. You must also actually place a 100-point order in the month that you'd like to get paid. So, I've always done it. I guess that's the business commitment. If you owned rented a cafe or, something like that, you'd be paying probably something like $50,000 a year in rent. The rent, so to speak, or the business cost for having a doTERRA business is 100 points, which is probably $130 to $150 per month, which is like nothing. And you get to use the product that you buy with that. So really, it's such a no-brainer as a business. Fast Start's calculated Monday to Sunday, then paid on the following Wednesday to Thursday. It's paid weekly. It's the only commission that is paid weekly. The rest are paid monthly. In the early stages of your business, Fast Start will definitely be the bulk of your income until you build up your customer base and then uni level kicks in. So the way Fast Start works is that you earn 20% of the points value of the purchases of anyone you refer to doTERRA. And that's 20% is paid for the first 60 days that they have their account. Not you have yours, but they have theirs. Then it switches and you get paid uni level on their purchases. Now, that 20% is paid in dollars and appears in your AR balance in your account. So you'll see that there, any money gets paid into your AR balance unless you've built it up enough and you get it paid directly into your own personal bank account. And that can then be applied to any order. So if you've got $5 sitting in there and your order comes to $50 and you check the box that says apply AR balance, your order will cost you $45. So far, it's actual dollars. To give you an idea of how much you're paid on different, what that 20% actually looks like. If someone enrolls with a home essentials kit plus a fractionated coconut oil, and I always recommend people do add a fractionated coconut oil to their order, because then it means they've got their topical application of oils from the get-go. That's 250 PV, points value. 20% of 250 is 50, so that equals $50. So $50 Fast Start commission for the referrer. And just to give you an idea, the Family Essentials Kit, which sometimes I refer to as the little sister to the Home Essentials Kit, 20% of that is $22.50. Now, it's paid to 3 levels, and it does not roll up, and I'm going to explain that using an example on the next slide. Or maybe it's the following slide, but it's coming. So you must have I've skipped. My slides are out of order. All right, so here's the example, and then I'll flip back to the power of 3. So you referred Mary. Mary hosts a class. Anyone that Mary invites to her class, she's the enroller. So in order for Mary to earn the 20% Fast Start on the people that she enrolls, she needs to have placed a 100-point order, and now perhaps that's her enrolment order if she's new, plus she needs to have the LRP template set up with 100 points for the following month. Now, if Sue's one of the ladies that comes along to Mary's class and wants a home essentials kit and a fractionated coconut oil, Mary earns, my little clicker's not working, but that's the 20%. So Mary earns 20%, which is $50. You, because you enrolled Mary, earns $25. And assuming that I enrolled you, I earn 5%. So that's $12.50. Now, if Mary doesn't have her LRP template set up or is really adamant that she doesn't want to earn income, she's still the enroller, but she just won't get paid the 20%. You still get your 10%. I still get my 5% as long as our LRP templates are set up. The 20% just doesn't get paid, and it goes back into the compensation pool. Okay, now power of three. Power of three, as I said before, I've never been paid power of three. I hopefully will next month. I'm just waiting for one more person with an inactive account to drop off, and then I'll have my 3 people on LRP on the front line. Now, in order to get paid power of three, you must have your 100 point LRP template set up in your card at all times. It's paid monthly. What you need to do for you to get paid that first level is that you have to have enrolled 3 people who each go on to 125 LRP each month. Well, it really needs to be combined between you and those 3 on your front line. Needs to be 600 points. So now you might have 200 and they all might have they might have 100 each, but combined has to be 600. So simplest is that you each have 125, and then you get paid $50. If each of those 3 people have 3 people, you get paid $250, and each of them have 3, you get paid $1,500. That's a very long-term scenario before you begin getting paid that $1,500. But it's a really great idea when you enroll, talk to your mum, your sister and your bestie, and if you enrolled 3 of them, they could be your 3 frontline people. You can then build underneath them. They will receive uni levels and bonuses as well down the track over time, and you start off getting your $50 a month. So power of 3, definitely worth looking at starting off your structure like that. And if you're not sure what that means, come talk to me. Okay, uni level is the largest part of your income in the long term. Okay, it is your long-term residual income, and over time, and I'm talking over years, now 2 years for me, it's now the largest part of my income combined with the bonuses, but it will become the largest portion of your pay. It's paid on purchases made from day 61 of a person's membership onward, because remember, you get paid the fast start before that. It's paid monthly. It's paid on purchases made by anyone in your organisation, whether you've enrolled them or not. So, which is amazing. And it's paid to 7 levels depending on your rank that month. So the higher the rank, the deeper you get paid. Initially, you won't get paid to 7 levels, but you do from once you're silver. So this is a compensation plan to show you the different percentages paid at different ranks. I'm not going to go into this now because that's a whole video on itself. I just wanted to give you an overview. But you can see there that, even actually as a wellness advocate on a 50-point order, you even get 2%. Now that's only going to be $1 or $2, but, it all helps, doesn't it? Yeah, so the other things to know with uni level is it's paid with the largest percentage on the lower levels where the bulk of your client base is. Now this is the reverse to most multi-level marketing, who will pay the highest percentage on your front line, but you actually get paid your highest level on levels 5, 6, 7, which is really over time where the bulk of your customer base is. And it is paid through what we call dynamic compression, which means if someone hasn't got a 100-point loyalty rewards template set up, the computer will skip over them and pays the next person up. Whilst it's 7 levels, it's really 7 levels of people on a 100-point LRP. It's complex, so it's best to really kind of pull out one of your commission summaries and work through your own examples so you can see where people are placed in your organisation and how much you're getting from each of them. That really helps you to understand it better. And there are some great other videos on understanding uni level and dynamic compression. This video is really designed as a general overview. Okay, so now we're going to have a chat about the different leadership pools and bonuses that you can get paid from. Again, this is from a document on the doTERRA compensation that you can just download from doTERRA.com, and this just shows you that from Premier and above, there's a whole lot of different leadership bonuses and shares that you can have access to. And I'm just going to highlight the first couple. So there are 6 bonus pools you can swim in, I've said. Think of a bit like a pool party. I saw that on one of the doTERRA explanation videos. So we've got the empowerment pool, the leadership pool, Diamond Performance, Diamond, Blue Diamond, and Presidential Diamond. I'm just going to explain the Empowerment Pool and the Leadership Pool. They're the pools that I'm swimming in at the moment, and but it won't be long, hopefully, in the next year or so before we can swim in the Diamond Pool. But for the sake of explanation, just want to let you know about these next two. The empowerment bonus is incredibly helpful. When you're at Premier and Silver, you don't have many sharers and builders usually adding to your overall volume, and you're working really hard, but you're not earning the big bucks, and that's the reality. So they implemented the empowerment bonus about 18 months ago just to give that little bit of extra boost. And it really, I found it to be incredibly helpful. So you get paid at the empowerment bonus if you rank Premier or Silver in that month. Plus, you have personally enrolled at least one person with a 100-point order. So you do have to be actively building your business and enrolling people. Now, the empowerment pool is 1% of global points value, and you get paid one share, which I found to be around about $250, sometimes $230, sometimes $260, but around $250. So that $250 a month is really helpful. The next set of bonuses comes from the Leadership Performance Pool. This pool is made up of 2% of global PV, and when you are Silver, you earn one share. Gold 5 and Platinum 10. So there's big differences between Silver, Gold, Platinum. Like I'm Silver at the moment, very close to Gold, so really excited about that 5 share, increase. There's also bonus shares payable if you have personally enrolled someone who reaches the required rank for the first time in that month. And in this case, for leadership, it means elite. So as Silver, if I have somebody new or that reaches elite for the first time in the same month that I'm swimming in this leadership pool, I will get a bonus share. So last month I had a friend who hit Silver for the first time. I get an extra bonus share from the leadership pool for her ranking elite. If I had 3 people rank elite for the first time last month, I would have got 3 extra shares. Now each share is around about $200. So if I've got no new elites ranking, then I will just get paid my one share as a Silver at $200. But if I have one new elite, that's say $400. So you can see at Gold, that 200 goes to 1,000. So that's pretty cool. So that's a very quick overview of the different ways you can get paid. If you've got questions, please ask me. I just want you to have a bit of a think. What's your income aspirations with doTERRA? Is it to get to elite and maintain that rank and have your oils paid for? Because that's really at elite level, your oils more or less, depending on the number of people in your organisation, it might be $70 or $80, which substantially covers your oils. It could end up being several $100s, so to well and truly cover the cost of your own oils. Do you want to build up to that Silver, Gold, Platinum level where you're really supplementing and beginning to replace your income? Do you want to earn enough so that you can quit your job, or your spouse can quit their job? Do you want to earn enough to cover school fees for your kids? Do you want to earn enough to pay for a lovely holiday for your family every year? Do you want to earn enough so that you can be a blessing to people less fortunate and really donate a whole lot of money? Do you want to be Diamond, Blue Diamond, Presidential Diamond? That's certainly on my horizon, a little bit distant, but I'm wanting this to be, my big long-term income for myself and my family. That's certainly my long-term goal. And in the short term, it's supplementing and replacing, a full-time income. So have a think about it. It's going to be different for everybody. There's no right or wrong. That can change over time too. But hopefully this has been helpful for you to understand, what are the different ways that you can earn income with doTERRA. So, questions, comments, just ask me. Otherwise, have a great day. Bye.